Okay, guys, if you're struggling with overthinking on the basketball court, you have to be doing this one habit. You may already know what it is because it's become more popular in the past several years, and it's meditation. Okay? It gets kind of a weird reputation these days, I think, because people think it might be kind of phony or, I don't know, voodoo-y or not really work. But guys, the reality is that what meditation does is it allows you to be present, right? And if you're overthinking on the court, that means that you are not present in that current moment that you're in, right? Because how I like to define presence in my head is the absence of thought, right? Because if you're trying to analyze and think your way through every decision you make on the court in real time, the decision-making processes in your brain are too slow. And that's when you overanalyze things and make mistakes. And if you've gone through this before, you know what I'm talking about. And also, I want you to think back to your best games and think about what were you thinking during the actual game in the moments that you were on the court. And I know the answer is going to be nothing, okay? Because when you're truly in the flow state and in the zone thinking and you're present, there are no thoughts going through your brain. There can't be, because basketball is a game of instincts. And so, one of the best skills that you can build and cultivate is the ability to remove yourself from the mind, and meditation is the way to do that. Okay? The reason that meditation is the way to do that is because it's focusing on your breathing. And one of the core principles that I think about every time I'm playing is that the link between the body and the mind is the breath. Okay? And so there's a great saying, I heard it from Taylor Allen from Deep Game, get out of the leaves and into the tree. And so when you're focused on your body and how you're feeling, you can't also be thinking. And so that's what meditation practices. Your breath is a bodily function. It's a physiological process. And so when you're able to focus on your breath fully, you cannot also be thinking, okay? It's not possible. And so that's why meditation is so important, is because you're practicing that skill of removing your focus and attention from the thoughts in your brain, okay? And I would start with 5 to 10 minutes a day, just set a timer, put on lo-fi beats, and just practice. Okay, there are different patterns of breathing you can use. 4-7-8 is a really good one. Doing a body breath, which is just inhale in for 3 seconds and out for 6 seconds. So, if you do that, it'll calm you down instantly. Okay? And the other one that I've heard Andrew Huberman talk about is the physiological sigh, where you take a big breath in through your nose and then suck in another small amount of air through your nose. So it's, and then out for as long as you possibly can. So you can do any of those three, or you can just focus on taking long exhales. Okay? And every time your mind goes into a thought, all you do is bring it back to the breath. Okay? And that's a rep. So you just got better at being present once you do that during meditation. And if you keep that attitude during meditation and do it every day, you're going to improve at meditating, and you're going to improve at not overthinking on the court, which means you can be present, which means you could play using just your instincts, and you can get out of your own way and play to your full potential. Okay? If you need more help or guidance on how to meditate, or if you're struggling with confidence or overthinking on the court and you want to be coached by me, you can join my community by clicking the link below. Okay? I just finished my first season as an overseas pro. I went from Division III bench player to scoring over 1,700 college points. And these are techniques I use to get there. Okay, they all revolve around improving my mind, and I wouldn't have been able to get to the point I'm at if I didn't focus on building my mental skills. Give that a try and let me know how it goes. Peace.